Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Take a look at this. A live stream is planned for the 26th. So, we are just about to hit the next major celebration. It does feel, very fast. Bro, it's like, oh my god, dude. Like, they really... because we have like the Global Dokkan Celebration, which, I mean, historically the worldwide has been 4 LRs. Well, then they tacked on that 5th LR at the end, made it a 5 LR celebration, right? And I mean, that the whole EX part, essentially was kind of like a part 3 and EX part of the normal celebration. And then now we're just walking right into another major celebration. I mean, this one's going to be big. I mean, we've now got summon points in the game. Memorial Stones, we're going to be getting that. So the TANABATA campaign is now called the Transcendent Dokkan campaign. So we now have our major celebrations of the year, which is the JP anniversary, GDC is the global anniversary, and then the Transcendent Dokkan campaign. This is the replacement for TANABATA. The reason it's not called TANABATA is because the TANABATA is a literal holiday in Japan in July. And obviously it's not July. So, alright, yeah, so already there's links up right here. So we've got this Feeling the Heat Transcendent Dokkan campaign. As you guys can see, it's in 4 days at 7 a.m. my time. It's nice that they show this because they always use a stupid PST, right? So it's like people look at that and they would think, oh, it's, 6 a.m. my time is what that number would say. But it's just the way Dokkan, like, the stupid daylight saving shit. Like, it just ends up mixing people up. But yeah, it's going to be at 7 a.m., which is... it is a time. It is definitely a time. So we'll have to make sure your boy is ready to go for that. And we have the JP link as well, where they're gonna have the MC right there. Now, what could this celebration be? I mean, there's a number of things. I think that there's a good chance this will be. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's Daima. I mean, hey, why you laugh? I'm not laughing. Why are you laughing? It's Daima. Duh. It's been the TANABATA the whole time, stupid. Obviously, it's Daima. TANABATA is Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Gonna be a Dokkan Fest LR. And then I guess Goma will be the carnival. Now, oh, by the way, this is likely to be a 2 LR celebration. I say likely because I mentioned this a while back that it seems like the budget for Dokkan has exploded. And certainly the fact that they're just like, bro, spamming shit like this. Yeah, it does feel like it. There's 500 extra LRs this year, dude. Jesus. This is craziness. But it's probably going to be a 2 LR celebration. I think we're going to lead with a Dokkan Fest LR. And that's why, like, if you're like a villain fan or something like that, you could certainly say something like the GDC might be a bit more fun. Because, like this, okay, one of my picks for this, it's obviously, dude, it's Daima. It's Daima. But, like, let's say, theoretically, of course, it's not Daima. And, like, maybe it's Namek. Namek is definitely coming up very soon. Because they have not touched Goku and Frieza in a long time. And not only, like, we've seen now, like, AGL, Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's, like, completely from scratch, basically. It is not shit that he's doing in the actual fight against Omega Shenron, for the most part. Right? Like, 99% of it. So... Goku and Frieza, dude, Goku and Frieza is the longest fight in anime. It's 50 episodes long, they're fighting, and they've used almost none of it, right? Like, if you really consider how much goes on, I mean, there's another 5 Dokkan Fest LR characters for Goku and Frieza worth of material in there. Like, it's a long time until they even need to start, you know, coming up with shit for these characters. So, certainly I feel like Namek, high chance here. Now, you know, maybe some people might say, oh, it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool to have, like, Dokkan Fest LR Frieza. Yeah, but, they're not gonna do that, right? Like, it's like they're gonna open up with the Dokkan Fest LR Part 1 Saiyan, and then we'll hit the villain towards the end of it. Now, remember, if we go in reverse, last year it was UI Goku into Jiren. The year before that, it was Super Saiyan 4 Goku into Omega Shenron. The year before that, it was Vegeta and Trunks into Fusion Zamasu. The year before that, it was Super Gogeta into Super Janemba. The year before that, it was Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta into Jiren, right? So, and technically, even the year before that, 2019 was a bit weird because technically the TANABATA characters were Gohan and Goten, and then the Part 2 LR was Tech Broly. But remember, it was a little bit weird because on Global, it was kind of like different. They were early on Global, right? They were those two characters were actually Global first characters, right? So, like, you know, Namek Goku into Frieza Part 2, I feel like that's got a high likelihood. Now, I also call it a 6th or even the 7th sense, okay? I could see these guys. I could see this as a tag character, right? Like Goku and Vegeta from the Kid Buu fight as a tag character could certainly make a ton of sense to me right here. But, chat, if they did that, you know what the Carnival LR in Part 2 would be. And Kid Buu does not need a Dokkan Fest LR. Kid Buu literally just needs an LR, and that's it. He's good, right? He doesn't need, like, some characters need different things, right? Like, Baby doesn't need an LR. He needs a Dokkan Fest, right? Demon King Piccolo needs a Dokkan Fest. Kid Buu needs an LR. Kefla doesn't need a Dokkan Fest. She needs an LR, right? So, I could easily see them. They've spammed the fuck out of tag characters this year. They are, like, meter burning. Every tag, like, every fusion, every tag, we're just immediately throwing it out. So, like, some sort of, like, this, with them doing another Spirit Bomb, to me, this could make a lot of sense, too, because this character, I mean, as a Dokkan Fest LR, I mean, I know, you know, the power creep and stuff, whole nother topic, but, I mean, I can't imagine that this character would be unrunnable at the end of February. They certainly would not be a top-level character, right, you know, towards the end of February, but literally this exact character, this character right here, is going to EZ8 in February. So, I think if they would drop, like, this version now, that would put potentially a nice partner for this character. So, and it kind of feels like they might be leading to Buu Saga to me. Now, alright, so, you know, I think I'd be pretty down, you know, we get Daima, Super Saiyan 4. To me, that's the preferred pick, because it doesn't exist in game. As much as we, you know, at this point, we certainly need a Namek Goku, there's multiple, like, major Namek Gokus in game. Like Daima, to me, is number 1 easily. You know, definitely we'll take Namek. We've got these boys, too. Now, bro, listen, I'm not saying I want Tournament of Power, but I feel like every major celebration, you have to have Tournament of Power ready to go in your brain. Because Dokkan, that's where they're ready to go. Now, I pull up this UI Goku specifically because of this. This is not in Dokkan in good animations. Now, what I'm talking about is this right here. Like the 1 hour special UI Goku vs. Jiren, how it ended with this. This is not in good animations in Dokkan. So, at the very first time Goku goes UI is basically untouched, right? I think they could do that. And then Part 2 could be obvious, Kefla. What's funny is we do already have an LR with good animations from Goku's fight against Kefla. That's this one. Even though this art is from the fight against Jiren at the end, all this animations, it's from when he fights Kefla, right? And then, of course, we have the AGL UI and Tech UI, which are just, like, all kind of, like, taken from the fight against Jiren towards the end as well. But the first UI Goku fight is completely untouched, which is weird. So, I mean, I gotta imagine we're gonna be dipping into that at some point. That whole 1 hour special is not really utilized right now. So, like, I could see them dip into that. They could do Jiren as well. So, like, this could be a blue Kaioken Goku, you know, transform into UI Goku or something like that. It could be very interesting. Now, again, turn-on power is not really my preferred pick, but, I mean, if you think there's a 0% chance that this fucking celebration is turn-on power, you are out of your mind. Of course. Dude, they put fucking 2 Tournament of Power LRs of the 6 of the 10th anniversary. 2 were Tournament of Power, dude. Like, you guys know. They can't help them. Amatsu is the biggest fucking Tournament of Power fan of all time. He can't help himself. So, I feel like we gotta have it at least on the board that, like, UI Goku could be coming. I think UI Goku plus Kefla, I feel like it would be like, oh my god, Tournament of Power again, but it probably would be fun. This obviously would be great. I mean, Kid Buu, to, like, really close in on the end of the 10th year of Dokkan by finally dropping LR Kid Buu, I think would be interesting. And then, of course, we do have Namek, Goku, and Frieza here. So, alright, let me know what you guys think. We're a couple of days away from the TANABATA celebration now being a thing. A little bit earlier than I expected, too, because I was, you know, thinking more so like Friday. I mean, this reveal is on Tuesday. The reveal is, dude. Holy moly. So, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys next time, very soon. We got World Tournament, and then we're going right into the big boy here. There we go.